I've got to start taking this a lot less seriously because this is fucking killing me, okay? All right, maybe not literally killing me, but figuratively filming these YouTube videos, which I've wanted to do for years, is a punishment that is spurred on by my creative, or I think my creativeness. I've created, when I was young, I was drawing and things like that. We're all creative when we're younger. We're not harnessed in by anything. And now, at my age, at this stage, trying to create for YouTube is painful, but it's also a release. I don't know, no matter what you may be looking to do, whether it's create YouTube videos or maybe you're a photographer or an artist, maybe you draw, maybe you paint, I don't care. Maybe you write songs. It doesn't matter to me, okay? It matters to you. I'm doing this sitting here. It's after 1 a.m. It's actually 111. It's 1:11 a.m. So it's either very late or very early, I guess, in the morning. But I guess it depends if you're a late night partier, it's late at night. And if you're a early riser, I guess it's early in the morning. But whatever, doesn't matter. I'm rambling because, again, it seems like I can't create these videos unless I'm in an incoherent state. I don't drink any longer, so I'm not, incoherent from alcohol. I'm not buzzed on any type of drugs. I guess what I do is wait until my body is so weakened that I basically keep myself from going into bed, and I drag myself to my office so I can create these YouTube videos. Being creative is a wonderful thing, but it's also something that can drive you crazy. I mean, I'm not saying, we're not all Vincent van Gogh chopping off our ears or things like that, but it is a punishment because trying to get out what's inside of you, again, I don't know where this is coming from, what I'm talking about part of the time. I watch YouTube videos on how to do YouTube videos, and they talk about, bullet pointing and, maybe working from a script. I can't do it. I've tried bullet points. I don't know. I gloss over them. A script. I don't know if I could even put together a script. And then if I did, I wouldn't be able to follow it anyway. So again, I've got ADD. I wasn't diagnosed it when I was a kid. I grew up in the 70s for the most part. So they didn't talk about ADD. At least I never heard about it. But I was diagnosed when I was 45 that I have ADD. So anyway, let's get back to what this video is about creativity and how it punishes us. And, you might say, what are you talking about? Creativity is a wonderful thing. Yes, of course it is. Fucking A. A lot of things are wonderful things that punish us. Love is a tremendous, tremendous gift. And yet it's some of the most painful things when you lose someone that you've loved, or even something. People that think you can't love a thing, you can love fucking anything. What's that saying, about money? People that love money, what is this? The love of money is the root of all evil. Is that something? I don't know. It's not the love of money that's the problem, okay? Loving anything is a positive, okay? The problem with money is when you covet it, or you don't feel you have enough of it, or you create greed, or just a feeling of lack. So the love of money does not create, I don't think, evil. I mean, the love of anything creates more love, I believe. So when it comes to creativity, what happens is, I guess maybe I'm learning right here as I'm doing this video. I mean, I started this video feeling like I was being punished in a way. Because again, it's after 1 a.m. I've been trying to film this video since, I don't know, 1 p.m. today. No, that's an exaggeration. It was probably 4 p.m. I had a meeting actually with a mentor that's helping me with my YouTube channel from 2 to 4. And then after that, I was going to start this video. And then I just dragged my feet. That's another whole separate video talking about procrastination. But if we look at punishment from creativity, it's I believe it comes from the fact that, if we have big dreams, okay, if we have big visions for things, life isn't, this huge funnel that everything can just pour through, okay, immediately, okay? It's like squeezing something and trying to get that creative out of you, okay? That's the painful process. Now, again, some people love, pleasure and pain. Some people get pleasure from pain. That's not me, okay? I'm a wimp, okay? I don't want to get, spanked, slapped, hit, anything. I also don't want to, have to feel like I'm struggling to get this creative ideas out. So again, it's painful. And if you're watching this, maybe you consume a lot of YouTube, but maybe you are also watching YouTube because you want to create. So again, I look at my creations or what I view to be what I want to create. If you think about it's something you want to grow, okay? And for years, what I've done, I mean years, it's like having a pack of seeds, okay? And you have these wonderful seeds, whether, whatever they are, these beautiful seeds, maybe they're tomatoes or peppers, I don't know. But, it's like you have these wonderful seeds, okay? That are your dreams, your visions, your goals, what you want to create in this life, okay? But it takes effort, okay? You got to go out and dig up the ground and plant the seeds. But what happens is after you plant the seeds and you cover it all up, and then you're waiting for it to grow, okay? Like anybody starting a YouTube channel, you do your first videos and, you're waiting for people to watch them. Well, you plant these seeds and you're waiting for them to grow, but then nothing happens. And, obviously, you're supposed to weed your garden and water your plants. But once you plant those seeds and it's underground, it's always driven me crazy. Like after a few days, I mean, I'm out there digging up the ground, pulling out this seed, there's a seed is still there, okay? So then you plant it back up, cover it back up, and you wait again, all right? And you wait a few days, maybe a week or two, and nothing's happening, okay? Nothing's happening. So you're not even sure if the seed's still there. I mean, maybe a little bird came by and ate it, or a little mole or something. So, you go out and you dig up the seeds and you see your dreams are still there. Okay. Well, if you fucking do it that way, they're never going to grow, okay? So, you know what I would do is I wouldn't plant the seeds, okay? I would take these beautiful ideas that I have, these creative visions, okay? And I would create a beautiful little package for them, okay? A nice little package that my seeds are in, okay? And then I'd place the seeds on a mantle, okay? I'd put it up on a mantle. And then when people came, I could show them my beautiful seeds of all my dreams and my visions, okay? My creative vision, okay? Well, they're not gonna fucking grow on that mantle, okay? I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what anyone's thinking that talks about their dreams more than they create their dreams, do something about their dreams. I don't know. Again, It's like, I'm preaching to the choir of myself, okay? There's nobody here. I'm looking at a fucking camera lens. And I'm telling you right now, if you have visions, dreams, things you want to create, don't put them in a fucking pretty little package. Don't set them on top of a mantle, okay? A mantle is, a fireplace. A lot of people don't have fireplaces anymore, but whatever. Put them on your nightstand or your fucking TV table tray or whatever. Someplace you put it that you can look at it, okay? But those seeds that you just put there in a package aren't going to grow. They're going to dry out, okay? And one day you're going to end up opening up this package, tearing open the top, and find the seeds are in there and they're no good anymore, okay? Or are they? Okay, that's it. Or are they? I don't know. Fucking take the seeds out of the package, go out to the fucking yard, okay? I don't care if you gotta dig with your hands, okay? It'd be easier if you have a fucking little shovel or, a spade or, I don't know, something to dig up the ground. Put the seeds in there, okay? Cover it up, okay? Water it, and then just fucking be patient. Take care of it. Now, again, I'm so fucking patient I don't do anything, okay? Let's not confuse being patient with fucking doing nothing, okay? All right? Because, it's funny because sometimes they'll say, well, doing nothing is doing something, The something I'm doing is nothing. That's okay. Let's not get semantics here. All right. You're going to plant your seeds, okay? And, I'm not talking anything. This is not some sexual innuendo, plant your seed. I'm not joking about this. All right. I'm telling you right now, it is 1:22 in the a.m. I don't know if that will focus or not. 1:22 a.m., okay? Eastern Standard Time. And I'm telling you, if you have a fucking vision, if you have a dream, okay? Do not follow my path that I've done, okay? Because, well, then you'll be here one day, years later, okay, thinking, why didn't I just fucking tend the garden, okay? Plant the seeds. Fucking water the garden, weed the garden, and let it grow. Now, does everything you plant grow? No. My wife, who loves to garden, I don't like gardening. Maybe that's why my creativeness never really flourished. I don't know. I've been creative in other ways, but in the ways that it really matters to me, it's talking to people, okay, about realizing there's something inside of you, okay? All right? There's something inside of me. There's something inside of each and every one of us that we need to get out, okay? And we need to bring it to people. Now, people that, are gifted, with a wonderful singing voice, or they're gifted with the ability to, paint or draw or fucking build. Okay, building houses, I can't believe how, people that do work that can create things, it's amazing. It's amazing, okay, what people can create. It's not just, what we typically think of art. It's creating, okay? But you have to do it, okay? Because thinking about it will drive you crazy and it will punish you thinking about creating, okay? Now, I'm not saying there's not a place for thinking, okay? Thinking's great, it's cool, okay? I enjoy thinking. But creating and thinking, two different things, okay? Stop thinking about creating, start creating. Even if it's in the middle of the night, even if you don't even know what you're going to say, just say it, okay? Because what you think you should say is usually it, okay? You know, I don't like the S-H-I-T word, okay? You know, fuck, I love it. I mean, don't fucking waste your time, okay? Think about that. Talk about time. We're going to have another video on this sometimes, but I'm going to just leave this for you to think about, okay? The average person, okay, sleeps 8 hours a day, all right? 8 hours a day. The average person, all right? A day is 24 hours long, okay? So if the average person sleeps 8 hours a day, that's 1/3 of your day, okay? 1/3 of your day you spend sleeping. Now, if you're young and you're partying, you know, all night long, maybe it's not 8 hours. You know, maybe you're sleeping 4 or 5 hours a day. But it averages out because when you're a baby, you sleep a lot. And when you get old, you're going to sleep quite a bit more, okay? So the average is 8 hours a day. Let's just say that. So if you live to be 75, okay, I still got a ways to go before I'm there. But if you live to be the age of 75, okay, you're going to sleep 1/3 of your life away. So you're going to be asleep for 25 years. 25 fucking years. Think about it. If you live to be 75, you're asleep for 25 years. Every second, minute, hour, day, week, year. 25 years of solid sleep. Okay, so if you live to be 75, you're awake for 50, okay? So if you live to be 75, you're really only 50 years old, okay? But then we'll get into this in another video. But wait, when you start breaking down all the other things that we do in our lives, you'll be amazed at how much time we have to create, okay? To do what we're really passionate about, okay? All right, I guess this is time to close the video. Thanks a lot, and we'll talk soon.